out. Sorry. Okay, I don't want to use the mic. Let's see who's gonna be online to watch this live. Okay, get it ready. Okay, my hair's check. So I'm just using this opportunity to wait for people live. Hello, Okon. How are you doing? I trust you're doing great. Okon, good afternoon, man. Good afternoon. How are you? Trawali, how are you doing? Trust you're doing great. So we have Micah. Good day. How are you doing? Sammy Comedy. Good afternoon, us. Good afternoon. How are you? Okon, please, I have a question to ask. Feel free to drop your questions. Kara said, good afternoon. Good afternoon. How are you? Dorcas, good afternoon. How are you doing? Science said you look like a surgeon. No, I'm not a surgeon. I'm a nurse. I'm a nurse. Lot said, good afternoon, nurse. Good afternoon. How are you? I'm not a surgeon. I'm a nurse, but I work in the theater. Sammy Comedy said, please nurse, what can cause low libido or urge in a woman? Medically, she's sound. Okay, I've made a video on the causes, several causes of low libido on the YouTube channel. Just type it, causes of low libido on Nurses Lecture Room YouTube channel. Definitely the video is going to pop up because if I start explaining it today, it's going to take like a longer time to explain it in details. So just check the video I made on that, and that's going to give you a better understanding. If you can settle down calmly and watch the video, trust me, you're going to get all the useful information you need. Oh, having an itchy throat. Mandela said, how old are you? Why do you want to know my age, actually? Why do you want to know my age? It doesn't really matter how old am I. Sammy, when you watch the video, when you have any question, just send me a message on Instagram or you drop your questions on the comment section. Okay? In terms of the question, okay, just drop it on the comment section or send me a message on Instagram when you have a question after watching the video, because I made a full video explaining it. And if you don't get the video, just let me know on the comment section. I'm going to copy the link, but just search first before you send me a message on Instagram that you can't find the video. Then I'll copy the link and send to you. Okay? A gift said, good evening. Good evening. How are you? We have Patak from Indian. Love from Indian. How are you, Patak? Trust you're doing great. Yeah, but just watch the video first before you come for the questions. Okay, just finish watching the videos there. Then come for the questions. Let me just do this properly. I have a ring. I'm trying to get out of the TV. So the ring light. Okay, I think we should be fine now. Alright, I think this should be better off this way. Okay, I think we should be better off this way now. Yeah. Judith said, "You're looking okay, nurse. Are you fine?" Yes, I'm fine. I finished eating. I think I'm having itching throats. Itchy throat, yeah. I'm okay. Opayemi said, "Hi, hello, how are you doing?" Opayemi, trust you're doing great. Okay, Sammy says she's going to watch it. Just watch it. You're going to get the full video explain the cause of low libido in women. And that's going to help you a lot on how to talk to your wife and get things sorted out, okay? Okay, Patak said, "You are Randy. It means beautiful in Hindi." Okay, if that's what it means, thank you, Patak. I really appreciate. Trust you're doing great, Patak. Ayo Love Pat said, "Hello. Hello, Ayo. How are you doing?" Trust you're doing great. The fact is, I wanted to shoot video today, but I wasn't getting the vibe. I wasn't getting the flow to shoot. Sometimes you get in this mood of, oh, you want to shoot a lot of videos, but sometimes the mood is not there. I actually got dressed and I was like, I was going to shoot videos today. I've made my content, but I was not just in the mood to shoot content. I was not just in the mood to make any videos. Then I said, okay, let's make do of the scrub. Let's come live and take questions since we can make videos to answer the questions. Let's come live, and if there's any question, we just answer and get things sorted out. Then I'll go offline. So that's what actually happened. Let's see if I'm not here. Marta said, "Hello, ma'am." Hello, Marta, how are you doing? Judy said, "Yes, now your face is coming up. I wanted to ask, are you okay? Please let me see that smile on your face." I'm fine, but I'm not in the mood to shoot video. These days I get so lazy. I don't know if I should say lazy. I have a lot of questions. I've answered them. I've drafted the shift scripts, but I'm just so lazy to shoot. Now, I think that's what I would say. Just so lazy to shoot. I got a lot of questions. I've drafted them, but I'm not just in the mood to shoot. So I just like, okay, I'm still waiting for the time I'll be in the mood to shoot. Then I will answer all the questions. Just for the now, I'm not just feeling the vibe to actually shoot videos or create content. I'm trying to bring back the vibe. Gradually, it comes slowly, and swiftly, okay? I'm not a medical assistant. I am a registered nurse and a registered midwife. And also, I work in the theater as an anesthetic and recovery practitioner. So, I am not a medical assistant. I am a nurse midwife. Okay? Gift said, "If I see my period 27, when am I going to see my ovulation?" Like I always tell you all, like you don't calculate your ovulation or your next period with just one period. You have to give me the start date for at least 3 of your period. So if you want someone to calculate your ovulation day, you want someone to calculate your ovulation period, the day you are ovulating, the day you should have sex, and the day you should not have sex, you need to submit the day that your period started for 3 months back to back. For example, January, February, March. You tell me the day your period started for that 3 days. If it's July, August, September, you tell me the date your period started for that 3 days. So with just one day, I won't be able to calculate the period and tell you this is your ovulation date. This is not your ovulation date. All right, Gift. So I can't calculate it with just that period date you gave me. So it's not going to be possible. Aya Love, thank you very much. Just thank you for letting him know that I am registered nurse, okay? Michael Favor said, "Is there anything like silent miscarriage?" There is nothing like silent miscarriage. When someone miscarriage, I believe it's going to be obvious. But I'm going to find out if there is anything like silent miscarriage. Personally, I've not heard about silent miscarriage to tell you yes or no. So what I will also tell you is that you should check. I made a video on some individuals that check that do their pregnancy test. They do pregnancy test. It shows that they are pregnant. But after a month or two, no, not even after a month, after some weeks, they repeat that same test and they find out they are not pregnant. So there are there's a term for it. I make a video on that, but I can't really remember again. I can't really remember the name of that video. So it's not silent miscarriage. It's not some people like, oh, it's silent miscarriage, the baby is no longer there. That is not the case. That is, I've forgotten, is it molar? No, I've forgotten the name. I've forgotten the name, so I don't want to give a wrong name for it. So you know, okay, there's nothing like silent miscarriage. If a woman miscarriage, definitely the pregnancy was confirmed, the baby was confirmed. And if a woman miscarriage, there are going to be signs that shows that, oh, the baby is no longer there, like bleeding, yeah, bleeding and all that. Okay, so I will make a video on that. Let me just screenshot. I see. Okay, so we have my question is how to make a big manhood, a big, in terms of getting a big manhood. I've made a video on that. I've talked about the likely chances of you making it look big and what to do. So if you really want to know, it's better for you to watch my video. Okay, watch the video and you get information about that. James gift MC, I can't really calculate it like that. I don't have a calendar with me. That's one. I need a calendar. If it's possible for a day, I'll just come online and like, let's do a live calculation of people's ovulation cycle and menstrual cycle. I'll get a calendar and come online. But I've made a video on how to calculate your ovulation cycle. When you know those 3 days, cycle it in your calendar and calculate the days interval. I've used the board to explain it on my YouTube channel for those that are having difficulty sorting that out. So what I would advise you to do is to watch that particular video since I am not with a calendar. But now I've noticed that a lot of people are interested. Have plane passing through my, so I have a lot of people interested in how to calculate the cycle. Maybe on my next live video, I'm going to be coming live with a calendar so we can help people calculate their ovulation cycle and let them know when to have sex and when not to have sex. Okay, I saw nurse's lecture. Could she be referring to missed abortion? It's possible it's missed abortion, but there's nothing like silent abortion. So to make it better, I'm going to be making a video on the different types of abortion, so we have idea. And no, I've not heard about silent abortion, but I will check. But there is missed abortion, but there is no silent abortion that I am aware of. Okay. Justice for Gika Hospital rape case. Okay, I don't know where that is happening. I don't know where Gika Hospital is, but all we know, if there's a rape case, those rape victims need justice, and there should be justice. That's all I can say. So we have Michael Favor. I just saw a video today, and the lady says they won't be bleeding or cramps. I got scared. Michael Favor, I don't really understand. There won't be bleeding or cramps. Is it, were you the one that asked about silent abortion? Let me see, sorry. I just want to know if she was one that asked about silent abortion so that Michael Favor, were you the one that asked about silent abortion? If you get pregnant, how many months is it going to take for you to go for scanning? I think the first scan should be done in the 12 weeks. 3, 6, 12. Yeah, 12 weeks. 12 weeks. When you are 12 weeks pregnant, that's when you do the first scan. 12 weeks pregnant, you do the first scan. When you are 12 weeks pregnant, you do this first scan. What's going to happen, Michael Favor? I'm going to study about what you are trying to say. I don't really get it. I'll study about it and get back to you on the video, because I don't want to give you an answer that's waving, that an answer that I'm not certain of or I'm not sure of. So it's better for me to go back, read about the silent miscarriage or missed abortion. I'll read about it and come back. Just anticipate and wait for the video on the YouTube channel. Hopefully the video is going to pop up soon. Okay. But we have Trawali said, thank you. You're welcome. Michael Favor, expect the video on abortion. I'll try as much as possible when I'm in the mood. I'm going to make a video on that, because these days I'm just so not in the mood to make videos. I don't know. But I'm planning, hopefully the mood comes back very, very well, okay? It's coming back now with life. At least the life I'm doing is bringing the mood, the vibe. You know, I have not really shot videos for like 3 months now, so it's more or less like the whole vibe is like not vibing as before. So, but I understand why it's like that. So it's not my fault. It's just my body I just need to set it in. So I understand why the vibe is not there. I understand why I'm not in the mood to actually shoot. So I'm not really going to be hard on myself this period, okay? So it's not something bad, but I understand while I am not in the mood. But I'll try as much as possible, even if I'm not shooting, even if you're not getting frequent videos from me, you're going to be seeing me live. But what I advise is bring your questions live. So for these questions I've gotten, I'll try to make a video on it or do a live section explaining it. So if I'm going to be doing a live session, I'm going to name it according to the questions you ask. So you know, okay, this particular live video is going to be answering your questions. Okay. Rekbene Okon said, on the month of June 26th, I see my period. By July, I did not see my period again. But August 2nd, I see it. Okay, you did not see your period in July. Might be that you don't have a short length of cycle. Might be that, oh, you have longer lengths of cycle. So what I would advise to know if your cycle is regular, I don't have a calendar here to actually know the date interval. So to know if your cycle is regular, what I want you to do, cycle June 26th and also cycle August 2nd, count the days interval. Then know the period of your last, how do I put it now? Okay, to make everything easy, if you are dropping dates now, I won't be able to analyze it without a calendar on my hand. So what I would advise you to do now is to write your last 3 meses. If you can remember the actual dates they started, cycle it to your calendar and calculate the days interval. Just count the days interval, the days between it. So that's going to give you a clue. And please, so we don't end up answering these questions every time and every time, I don't have a calendar with me to actually help you analyze it. So in my next live video, I'm going to bring a calendar to help you analyze your ovulation. So just make sure you have 3 dates of your last meses. So when you have 3 days of your last meses, in my next live, I'll bring a calendar and we're going to analyze it together and get it sorted out. So that's what I can say in regards to ovulation and any issues with blood, ovulation cycle. Okay, I have irregular menstruation. So have you spoken with the doctor? Have you seen a doctor to actually find out the cause of irregular menstruation? Cause of irregular menstruation might be something that needs to be treated. Might be that, oh, you need to see the doctor to get it treated. So what I would advise is for you to see the doctor, find out the reason why you're having irregular menstruation. Like I always say, irregular menstruation might be as a result of PCOS, which is polycystic ovary syndrome. All right. So Michael Favor says, I will be 9 weeks tomorrow and I don't have a bump yet. And when I saw the video about silent miscarriage, I got scared. No. Michael Favor, let me tell you, you don't have to be you don't have to be scared. All right. You don't have to be scared. As far as the baby is there, it's there. Some people don't see baby bump till about 20 weeks, especially if it's your first pregnancy. If it's your first pregnancy, you might not even see that big baby bump you're expecting in 20 weeks, even 16 weeks. So depending on your body. So if you have small body like me, personally, when I was 16, 17, 18, even 20 weeks, people don't know that I'm pregnant. Okay? People don't know that I'm pregnant, especially those are mothers that are like, when they see you, they'll say, okay, this person is pregnant. So the baby bump does not mean that, oh, you've had a silent miscarriage or the baby is no longer there. All right, if you are worried, do a pregnancy test again, and the pregnancy test is going to confirm that the baby is there. Okay, so forget about people telling you that silent miscarriage. Do a pregnancy test, confirm that the baby is there, that you are still pregnant. That's one thing I want you to know. And also, the baby bump might not even show up, especially if it's your first pregnancy. It might not show up. It might just be growing there on its own, gradually. Then all of a sudden, I think the baby bump is more obvious from 6 to 9 months. But for those that have small body, even it's like the baby bump, first 5 months of pregnancy, you never know that you're pregnant. So don't let anybody deceive you or making you feel. Me, I think I was in your shoes, though I didn't hear anything about silent abortion, miscarriage or silent abortion. Like I was in your shoes. I remember my first pregnancy when I was pregnant with my daughter. I was worried. My husband was like, are you sure you're pregnant? It happens like that. Are you sure you're pregnant? Here's your baby bump. Because I was very small and I had a very, very flat stomach. I have a very flat stomach. So first month, it wasn't obvious. Second month, third month, fourth month, fifth month. I think it was the fifth month that I started coming out. Sometimes, even that fifth month, if I eat, it will be big. If I don't eat, it will look as if there's nothing there. So I can wear clothes and nobody will know that I'm even pregnant. So it's actually an advantage to you, okay? But when you are 12 weeks, to ease all the stress of, oh, you have this or that, I would advise you, you see a doctor, okay? see a doctor, do a scan when you are 12 weeks. With 12 weeks, you can do a scan and it will confirm it. And if you are worried, so worried that, oh, something is wrong, there's what we call transvaginal scan. Transvaginal scan can be done at 8 weeks. When you're 8 weeks pregnant, you can do transvaginal scan. So transvaginal scan, they go through your vagina to scan to know if the baby is there. All right, so you can actually do the transvaginal scan since you are 9 weeks, so you are more than 8 weeks. So you can do the transvaginal scan to actually find out if the baby is there, if you are so worried. But I think it's not something you should be worried about, okay? Just do a pregnancy test and you'll be fine. When it's 12 weeks, you can go and do your first scan. But you can do, I think you can do you can, not I think, you can do transvaginal scan from 8 weeks. Is it possible to make your pelvic area bigger? Pelvic area bigger. That pelvic bones, they are bones. So if you want to make that, it's more or less like muscles. You're going to be building the muscles around the area with exercise and all those things. But I think your pelvic is a bone. There are bony structures inside. So the bones, you can't make it particularly bigger, but the muscles around it can be worked upon with exercise and things like that. So we have Jorobi. Jorobi says, hello, ma'am. Hello, Jorobi. How are you doing? Michael Favor said she's going to do again. Yeah, my first, and I have small body. I understand. So that's why I explained that to you. So Jorobi say, how can I take longer during my sex time? Why do you feel you are no longer one? You are not staying longer one. Are you having erectile dysfunction? That's another thing. So if you are not lasting long in bed, it can be as a result of different. It can be psychological. It might not be any medical condition. It might just be your mindset, or it might be like you feel you are not capable enough to do it. You feel you are not good enough. The kind of partner you are with can actually affect your sex time. So there are a lot, like when you talk about not lasting long in bed, it's kind of very broad. There are different reasons that can make a man not last in bed. Some could be medical. I've made a video about erectile dysfunction, so I would advise you watch it. Some could be medical condition that needs to be treated. Some are not medical condition. They are just psychological issues that need to get sorted out. Some could be your spouse that's like, you understand, is not blowing your head or something like that. I'm not saying like you're not having this connection with your partner. That could be if you've not had sex for a very long time and you're just seeing the woman, there's this feeling of all like not lasting long because you just want to release yourself, you just want to free yourself. So that might make you not last long during that period if you've not seen a woman for a very long period of time. So there are different reasons why a man cannot last longer. So I'll advise you to watch the video and that gives you a clue on it. Okay. Gift MC say, please make a video for me. Okay. Akanji Rashid Ahmed say, is it possible for a lady to menstruate June 7 to and another one 18 to 13, June 7 to 11, another one June 18 to 23? Okay, Rashid, if you menstruate, you saw your menses June 7 to 11, and another one started on the 18th again of that same June to 23. Then another one started July to 11. Please see a doctor. Yes, that is not a normal menses. It's not ideal. It's not the normal menses that you are supposed to see. So what I would advise you to do, if that is what it stated there, I think you should go and see the doctor. Okay, go and see the doctor as soon as possible because you're not supposed to be seeing. Is some ladies see their menses like twice a month, but it's understandable. But this your own is so close. 7 to 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. That's after 9 days, you saw another period again. That is not period. That's not a normal period. You need a doctor attention. You need to see the doctor to get some things sorted out. Okay. Michael's Favor said, my first trimester is showing me shaggy. I vomit a lot and nothing stays in my tummy, which is very frustrated. See, first trimester, I would say, is the toughest time in pregnancy for most women, like that I've encountered, but most women that I've seen. First trimester is full of a lot of shaggies. Like you feel dizzy, you just want to be on bed, you don't want to go to work, you just want to stay on bed. First trimester comes with a lot of things attached to it, emotions. You feel, oh, you're not having enough, your baby needs enough. So that is why vitamins is very important. You see folic acid, make sure you take your folic acid. Very, very important. Even if you're not eating a lot, folic acid is very important. Vitamin D is very, very important. Please, first trimester is very challenging. And anything you have appetite for, try and eat it. so that something will be in your stomach. Because the first trimester, you may not want to eat. Even if it's fruits, just have it. It doesn't mean that your stomach needs to be very filled up. Yes, you need food, but first trimester come with a lot of challenges, like especially those that are experiencing nausea and vomiting. It comes with a lot of challenges. So what I would advise you, when it happens, vomit it out, take some anti-emesis, like tell your midwife to give you some prescription that you can take, that you can put in your mouth to actually help with vomiting, so that you don't vomit. That's going to help. After eating, you can put it at your tongue, underneath your tongue, so it helps you to prevent vomiting. So different medications given by different midwives or different doctors do, depending on where you are. So when they give you these antiemetics, they stop you from vomiting. You get, so after eating, you can easily put it, and that helps. That's one. And also eat what your body wants to eat at that particular moment. Instead of going hungry, eat what your body wants to eat. Okay, so don't restrict yourself from a lot of things. Michael Favor says, I don't get honey again. Please, is it normal for a pregnant woman, or I should be taking libido booster? It's normal. When it comes to pregnancy, people have fluctuations in their hormones, and these fluctuations in their hormone can affect your libido as a woman. Okay, can affect your libido as a woman. So I don't really have an idea about libido boosters, but what I would advise is to take fruits, veggies like bananas, those natural libido boosters. Don't start those fruits that you know you've heard they contain some natural libido boosters. Don't go and start taking some what I advise personally, this is my own take. Don't go and start taking some medications all in the name of you want to boost your libidos. And when you notice that you are dried as a result of pregnancy, you can apply some lubricant. Lubricant does not have any impact on pregnancy, so you can apply some lubricant and just have sex. It's just some hormones that are just dangling as a result of pregnancy, because when you are pregnant, you have a lot of hormonal imbalance. So that's why I feel you are having that. So Jorobi said, thanks so much. Thank you very much. Michael said, I love pineapple so much, but I heard that it causes miscarriage. See, generally, what I advise you to do is whatsoever you are taking, take it in moderation. If you know you're taking it too much, it's going to impact you, because there might be something in pineapple. I've not really read about it, so I don't tell you. There might be something in pineapple that I make people feel that it can cause miscarriage, but having 1 or 2 slices of pineapple, I don't think it's going to cause any harm. Okay, you can take little slices, but just take it 1 at a time. If that's going to something's going to be on your stomach, that doesn't mean you should take excess of it. All right, so there are lots of things on the internet and you we do this we do that, this we do that. For me, I believe that too much of it is what is going to cause more harm. Too much of that, for me, this is what I'm saying, is what's going to cause more harm. But taking a little of it doesn't mean you're going to have miscarriage. Okay, but if there's another alternative, you can use it. But I've not read about pineapple. I've not read about it, but I've heard some whispers about it, but I've not really studied to find out it. And it's not everything that should be on my brain and memory. Okay. Adiremi Bosse said, I've been trying to conceive for a year and I've visited gynecologists. The doctor said everything is okay. I'm tired. I don't know what to do anymore. Okay, if your doctor said everything is fine with you, the second thing you should do is to get your husband. Like, we're not saying your husband is the cause. You know, men, they always feel they're okay. I'm not saying you should go there and say, oh, husband, you must do. Have a conversation with your partner. Let them do semen analysis. So if the doctor can say you are okay and yet you are not conceiving, let your partner also visit the doctor. Let them do some semen analysis to check the quality of the semen, to know if he has low sperm count or not. I am not saying he has low sperm count. Don't take me right. Let him just do some semen analysis. Then, okay, there's no issue with the man, there's no issue with the woman. In situations like that, they can call it unexplained infertility. But one thing I will ask you is that if you are ovulating, you must be seeing your period regularly. Like every particular date, you can be seeing your period. So first of all, are you ovulating? Are you seeing your period regularly? And if that, and also the gynecologist said you are fine, allow your husband do some semen analysis. Let them find out if his semen is okay and strong enough to actually fertilize an egg. So that's what I have to say, Bosse. And I know that trying to conceive is usually a difficult journey. It's easier said than done. Sometimes it's like, oh, if I'm the woman, but when you are wearing that shoe, then you know how it feels. especially when you're trying to conceive. So favor and boss, I mean, I understand how you feel. I wish you conceive as soon as possible. Once you know your ovulation, it's much easier. Okay, it's much easier to track it down and have sex during that ovulation period. Sometimes even if you have sex 15 times in a month and the sex doesn't, the sperm from the sex doesn't meet the egg, that sex is wasted when it comes to getting pregnant. The sex is just for fun. So that is why it's important targeting your ovulation and having sex on that day is going to increase your chance of getting pregnant. So that's what I have to say, Bosse. Allow your husband to see a doctor too. So so that everybody is certified okay. Then if everybody is certified okay, then we'll now know what to do next. Bonaventure Obugalu said, please, should I calculate my wife free period correctly? How should I calculate my wife free period correctly? Okay, to calculate it, what I would advise you, tell her to tell you the dates of her last 3 meses, the dates they started. For example, we are in the month of August now. The dates, the actual dates that her meses started in August, she will tell you. The actual dates that the meses started in June, she will tell you. The actual dates that the meses started in July, she will tell you. So when you take these 3 dates, you watch our video on how to calculate your ovulation cycle. So you calculate the days interval. That's going to tell your wife if she has a regular cycle. And if she has a regular cycle, it will be easy to track down her ovulation dates so that she can have sex on that day, or she can avoid sex on that day if she doesn't want to get pregnant. So knowing those 3 dates is very important. So we're waiting for more questions. I think I've answered the last question here. So, but I've just said, how effective or harmful is contraceptive? Contraceptive. What I've been hearing so far about contraceptive is the good side of contraceptive. Different contraceptive, different types of family planning method, they have their own advantages and disadvantages. You get, they have their various side effects. Some react and shows this side effect, while some take this family planning method, this type of contraceptive, but they don't even show any side effects to it. So generally, contraceptive have advantages and disadvantages. So depending on the one you're actually using at a particular time. Yinka Fashola said, you're doing great. I'm proud of you. Thank you very much. Aya Love said, I'm curious. Are uterine fibroids fatal depending on various things? The location of the fibroid, how big is the fibroid? So you might just be having seedlings, like small fibroid, while some might be having fibroid as big as, I don't know how to explain, like very big. So it all depends on how big the fibroid is, where the fibroid is located, and also when you say fatal, do you mean fatal during with pregnancy, or can it cause death? So in all, how fatal or how bad the fibroid is depends on the size, the location, and one other thing I can't even remember. Aderemi bosses say, okay, ma, thank you so much. Yes, I am menstruating every month and I have 24-day cycle, sometimes 25 and sometimes 26. That's actually a good cycle. People like you, I think you find it easy to conceive in the sense that immediately after your period, say, you start seeing your ovulation quickly. I think it's not long before you start seeing your ovulation. So after your period, please and please, immediately you just notice your period is up, I think you should start having sex. I think so, yeah. Because for you, day 10 is a fertile period. Day 11 can be a fertile period. Yeah. And also day 12 can be your fertile period. So immediately after your menses, so around that period is your fertile window. It's not that long, like those with 32-day cycle, 28-day cycle. You have a very short cycle, which is you don't have to wait for a long period of time before you have sex after your period. So you understand. But also talk to your husband respectfully. Just have a conversation with him. You're not forcing him. You're not imposing it on him. You're just having a peaceful conversation with him. Because if you're African, you know how African men can behave. Some African, not all, some African men, they behave like there's nothing wrong with them. So it all depends. You understand your spouse better. You'll be able to talk to him better. So, but just make sure you talk to him, have a conversation with him, and you both try to sort things out together. And also, there are some things I hear of. I hear of sperm boosters, sperm boosters. They take like that. I helps to boost your sperm count. So if he's the issues, the doctors might just need to prescribe things that is going to help him boost his sperm count, and I think he should be better. Do we have any more questions? So if you've watching this video and you've not clicked on the like button, I wonder what you're waiting for. Please, 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 please kindly click on the like button. So a video will be dropping soon. I don't really know exactly when, but it will be dropping soon. And that is the dark side, the bitter side of motherhood. Yes, motherhood is not as sweet as most people envisage. There are some good side of motherhood and there are some dark side that people don't talk about motherhood. So I'll be sharing a story, somebody's story, a personal story about the dark side of motherhood and what it can cause. So we have Majikwe Promise. You have been so helpful for me. Thank you very much. I have a question. If a woman had a miscarriage and went for a scan and was told the miscarriage is incomplete, can it be complete on its own? No. Incomplete miscarriage. Have I forgotten my part of my medicine, my midwifery? So incomplete miscarriage, you need to see a doctor. It cannot be complete on its own. I think you speak with a doctor and they will help you make it complete. If there are some incomplete miscarriage, why am I getting this wrong? Oh, I mute this thing. Did you get me? Promise. Yeah, I can't wait, Aderemi, for you to come back with your testimony, okay? Bonaventure said, what is your take on sexual enhancing substance on men? Some of these sexual enhancing substance that you see on the internet, um, some of those things that you see on the internet, they are not. Some people can say they bought it and it's not working for them. Some don't even work. Most of them that I've heard about don't work. So what I advise is for you to take the natural sexual enhancing substance, those fruits, those food that are rich in things that are likely to help you boost your sexual performance. You've heard of banana. You said of this. Why am I forgetting this thing? There are different fruits actually. I can't really remember now. I can't really remember. There are different foods. There are different foods that can help with sexual enhancements. Maybe I'll make a video on it to help you understand better. So I'll advise you, soya. I'll advise you to take more of that than you taking those medications that they say it helps boost. I'm not a fan of all those artificial substance. Yeah, she should. Fashola, she should see a doctor for evaluation because they have to remove it because they see some product of conception inside, so they have to remove um those remaining parts from the miscarriage away. Okay, I've explained it now. Your audio was muted for a while. Sorry about that. Ayapad said, is there a topical presentation of the antihypertensive drug minoxidil? I don't know about that. I don't know about that medication. I'll just screenshot. Maybe I will study about it and make a video on it, but I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with this going up and down. So what's going to happen? I'll try and make a video on it. I don't really know what you're talking about when you say topical presentation of the antihypertensive drug minoxidil. So I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know of antihypertensive drugs being topical, but I'll find out. So I think I've answered everybody's questions, right? Do we have more questions? Do we have more questions to answer? Okay, James Code, let's see your question. Let's hear your questions, sorry, or let's see your questions. Let's see because I'm reading it. So let's see your questions, James Code Lab. So if you are watching this video and you've not clicked on the like button, I don't know what you're waiting for. So kindly like the buttons. Kindly click on the like button. We're giving a lot of values on these videos. So I appreciate if you like the button, like the video. So like I earlier said, even if I can't make a video, I'll try as much as possible to come live so you don't miss my face for too long. Okay? Please click on the like button. I'm seeing some likes. So just click on the like button. Let's get to 20 before we go. Because we've answered a lot of questions. I think I've answered more than 20 questions. And if I've answered your question and you didn't click on the like button, it's not really fair. It's very partial. Oh, James Code said, what is the cause of female having pains after sex? I've made a video on this. Sorry, I'm going to refer you to those videos I've made. I've made a video on the cause of pain during sex. So one thing you should note is that there are different causes of pain. There are different types of pain when it comes to sex. So the type of pain determines the cause, and the cause determines the kind of treatment. So I won't be able to say everything on this live video. I won't be able to give you everything on this live video because some of them have left my brain. So what I would advise you to do is to watch my video on the cause of pain in the female during sex, during, before, and after sex. So I think that's what the video was all about. So we explained the cause. We talked about what the likely cause is, the types of pain, and also how to treat it, what to do. So I would advise you to search for that video and watch it. Okay, Promise said, I did not hear you in the aspect of the miscarriage being incomplete. When there's an incomplete miscarriage, it is important for you to see the doctor. That is to show that the whole product of conception did not come out. Some are still inside, and the woman can be having pain, can be having bleeding. So this person have to go back to the doctor for them to do proper evaluation and get it out and make it complete. So the miscarriage is half. Some left, some did not leave. Some are still waiting inside the womb. Some did not go away. Jesus, and is it possible for a female to have pre-period after losing her virginity? When you say pre-period, after, what's like, if you lose your virginity and you didn't lose your virginity when you are ovulating, definitely you are going to be having your period. You're going to be having normal period. Well, what I don't understand is pre-period after losing your... Okay, pre-period. Is it possible for a female to have pre-period after losing her virginity? Yeah, she might experience just slight bleeding, but not heavy bleeding. Just slight bleeding after sexual intercourse. She might see it in her panties or when she wash up. So that is possible, if that's what you mean. But not heavy bleeding. If there is heavy bleeding, then she needs to see a doctor. So if you are watching this video, I've answered your question and you've not liked this video, you are not a nice person. You're not a nice person. If you are a nice person, I think you should like the video, and you should also drop a comment, because I'll be going away soon. Okay. I think I've tried enough today. Even if I was unable to shoot, at least I was able to answer a few questions on this live section, which is a bonus, which is a plus, which is like time well spent for me. I'm working tomorrow. Yeah, I'm working tomorrow. Do we have any other questions? Because I want to go offline now, have some water, then go on Facebook Live. Okay, I think I've answered it then. Can you give a brief presentation on ethical dilemma in nursing practice? Do you need a video on it, Ayo? I think it should be a video. It's not what I can explain here. Ethical dilemma in nursing practice. I'll just screenshot this and see how it goes. So I'm going to be ending this live now. Thank you all for showing up, and I hope I've been able to answer your questions judiciously. Okay? So thank you all for showing up, and see you hopefully in my next live. Bye.